Hi everyone, it's Peter Zalum's Griniflix Adventure 8, and today we're reviewing a lens, doing a lens review, and it's going to be a Leica 21mm f4 lens. It's not a current version, but it is a vintage lens. Right, and I've got it on my Leica M12. It's not true, there is no M12. It's a Leica M11. Yeah, so it's a vintage lens, and there'll be some details behind this vintage lens in the video. And, yeah, so f4, 21mm. So just as a comparison, I'll have, this is one I own, which is a 21mm f2.8. Merit M lens. So if we just look at these two cameras side by side, you can sort of have you can see how they look roughly. It's pretty fancy Art Deco design, this one on the 21mm f4, and then a more modern design with the 21mm f2.8. Okay, so what observations can we see straight away between the two? Well, focus. Normally the modern lenses focus down to about 0.7 meters. That's basically the limit of the rangefinder capabilities. This focuses right down to 0.4 meters. Very nice. So the first shots I'll take here with a reflection of the water, and also the building here, and I'm not sure what to expect other than a vintage lens compared to a modern lens. There's going to be a difference in things like chromatic aberrations, fringing, the purple fringing, the green fringing, and also detail dropping off to the sides, distortion of the lens, etc. So we'll have a look, we'll take some shots and see how we go. Alright, onwards and upwards, well onwards, onwards, and see what other shots we can grab. Beautiful day in Sydney, needless to say, and we'll go for a bike ride. So one of the first things I've noticed with some of the shots I've been taking is the vintage lens has a lot of vignetting, which is what you would anticipate. I'm not quite sure on the detail at this stage because I need to go into Lightroom and go do some pixel peeping to find that out. But I have been shooting at f5.6, but what I might do is I might go up to f11 and just see whether that actually reduces the vignetting quite a bit. I'm not too concerned about that I'm using the M10R versus the M11. Yes, there's a difference in megapixels, but by the time I get to review this and present this in the video, which I will then change the file size and the megapixel size of both photographs to be the same so it's easier to compare. Quite a nice shot there. And we'll grab that shot right there. Yeah, very scenic. Alright, well, moving on to the next shot. I think it's going to be a cafe, actually. That should be fun. Well, this lens review has been a bit of a surprise. It's not what I was expecting. This little lens is quite amazing. It's as far as its ergonomics is concerned and its size, it's quite an impressive lens. And its looks as well, I guess, from an Art Deco point of view, being an older lens. When this lens was designed and first came out, it's made of brass, so it's really heavy. Now, you would have seen from the results they were less than satisfactory. I did do some research into this lens and it was considered to be one of the better lenses in its time. So that prompted me to sort of investigate to see exactly what was the cause of the problem, because I was seeing a lot of ghosting, a lot of fogging in the lens, which was creating a lot of flare in every situation, regardless whether I was stopping down or not. So was there a problem with the lens is the question. And looking at in greater detail, I reckon that there is some fogging going on within the lens itself. And I'm not sure whether you can actually see this, but some of the elements in the lens seem to be fogged over, and that could be the reason for, more than likely, it's the reason for the type of results that I was getting. And being f4, I was expecting much better results. I'm not sure where on what element the fogging is occurring on, but there's something happening there. The Super Angulon lens, 21mm f4, is its design, its looks is fantastic. I love it. However, this example is probably not a good one. It needs to definitely be serviced or cleaned or whatever, just to bring it back into its original condition. So my only reference was then the other lenses that I used, which was the 28mm, which produced some good results, as I expected. The advantage of the Super Angulon was that it would focus right down to 0.4 meters, which is great, getting close up for wide angle. Ken Rockwell is a website that's probably worthwhile going to, and that he does review this particular lens, and he shows examples of what it can produce. And it produces good results, theoretically, but not this one, not with the fogging that's inside the lens. Alright, well I guess the lesson here is if you're buying vintage lenses, try and test them out, have a look, get a torch behind it, see whether you can see anything unusual in taking the photographs, and if you've got a reference lens, it will give you an indication of what sort of results you are getting from the vintage lens, and that if you plan to use the lens, then it will at least give you an understanding of the condition that it's in, and you pay accordingly, no doubt. Alright, well I hope you found this video interesting. If you have, then give it a thumbs up. That's how you support the channel. And if it's the first time to my channel and you haven't already subscribed, then please do subscribe. That also helps the channel. Alright, well thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers, bye.